Fantastic. Thank you to MTV News for that. Our next workshop is how to write a gripping storyline, which has been run by Gavin Blythe from Emmerdale. They've been working on basic plotting and defining characters, and they've worked together to write an extended scene, which is going to be acted out for us by Chris Bisson and Natalie G. Robe, who play Jay Sharma and Maura Barton. So, without any further ado, here are, from Emmerdale, Chris and Natalie.
Where's my daughter?
Afternoon, Moira. You haven't come to see me, then? Make yourself at home. She's not here.
Oh, so you're alone then?
Yeah, I'm very flattered by the attention, Moira, but I'm not into older women.
Well, from what I saw today, you're into any women.
Did you want something?
I saw you today.
Yeah, you and a lot of people. You know, you might have to be a bit more specific, Moira. I've never been good at riddles.
Then here's a clue for you. I saw you with that cheap plastic-looking bin.
That's no way to talk about your daughter.
Don't play games with me, Jay. I saw you outside the factory with that blonde.
Yeah, she was a client. I do run a business, you know.
Oh, so you play tongue tennis with every client you have? I mean, you might be able to manipulate my daughter, but not me. You promised you wouldn't hurt her.
Yeah, and I haven't. You know, why can't you just let us be happy?
Happy? Oh, God, you're pathetic. You're twice her age. She belongs at home.
Yeah, but she chose to come here, didn't she? She packed her bags and she came here, to me.
But she's a teenager. She doesn't even know her own mind yet.
You think you can just barge in here making all these wild accusations? If you're so sure, why don't you just go and tell her yourself?
Oh, I'm going nowhere. I want you to be a man and tell you yourself what a devious little rat you really are.
Well, there is nothing to tell. You know, and even if there was, she wouldn't believe you. It's not as simple as you think.
No, really, it is. You don't love her.
That's not the point.
Not the point. She's my daughter. Who's looked after her for the last 18 years? Who do you think will pick up the pieces when she finds out what you're really like?
Well, she's the one that left home. So it seems to me like I'm the one picking up the pieces.
Oh, don't play St. J with me when we all know you're just a selfish, egotistical womanizer that thinks about nobody but himself.
Oh, right, yeah. And that's because you're so perfect, is it? Huh? Let's think back to what you were doing when you were 18. Having your first kid.
You're not talking about me. Why are you doing this to Holly? But you don't even know her, and you certainly don't even care about her.
I know her more than you think.
Well, what's her favourite film? Who are her friends? I mean, have you ever even met any of them? Do you know when her birthday is?
You know, I know enough. What is it they say? Like mother, like daughter? Teenage mums must be all the rage in your house.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, sorry, am I the one talking in riddles now? Do you want me to give you a clue? She's pregnant. Your move, Grandma.
Thank you, Chris and Natalie. Fantastic. Thank you very much to Chris and Natalie and that grippingly written script from Gavin's workshop from Emmerdale. Okay, our next workshop is from Sky Creative, and the team leaders are Claire MacDonald, Lee Furby, Richard Oakley, Marcus Smet, and they've been working with their delegates, and they're going to tell us what they've been doing. So if Claire wants to come on and tell us what they've been doing in their workshop. Is she there? Claire? Here she is!
Is it on? Hello? Can you hear me? Oh my God, I'm tempted to sing. Okay, what I think I'd do is I was going to start and just kind of explain a bit about what we did in the workshop and then quickly get into the campaigns. Is this going to come up here? Yeah, cool. The brief we gave the guys was really, there's a programme on Sky Arts called Songbook. It's a real seminal music show, and we wanted to try and increase the reach by creating a 360 digital campaign. So we gave them that, and what we said is there's a real expectation from or to the digital environment that we immediately go to Photoshop, we immediately get into After Effects and we get there, that we would ban that and we go to pen and paper and really work out some strategy. So what we did over a couple of days was really set the guys thinking about the landscape that's out there, everything from doing digital posters through to your traditional banners, and then really fall in love with the target audience. And that's something before we go into a brief we do. And they were amazing. The team that we had was so fantastic. They came up with incredible insight and some amazing ideas. So if the guys could come on. Coming up first is Charlotte. Woo! So Charlotte's going to take you through the first campaign.
Hi everybody. Our campaign is basically centred around the idea that everyone's got that song in their life that really reminds them of something, some experience that they've had, and music really takes on a new meaning for you. And that's the whole idea. We're going to unravel the lyrics, which is what the show is about, to kind of reveal the artist's life. So you know what the music means to you, but what does it mean to the artist that actually wrote it, the one that's influenced your life so much? We've got loads of cool ideas that we're going to go for. We're aiming towards the 45 kind of year old market, so they're not greatly tech savvy. They're kind of going to start off with something kind of physical, quite traditional means, and then we're going to move on to something more digital, like the iPhone app or something like that. Something just really cool ideas we've got going, like scanning your phone on a Waitrose thing. We're going to do loads of things like that with our target market, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. Yeah, we're basically just trying to get to a mass market through kind of niche channels. We're going for a kind of an underground feel.
Yeah. One of the great idea with this one that I think we're really going to take back was the idea of user-generated advertising. So using the lyrics, the guys will come up with their own campaigns. Really brilliant.
Yeah. We love the campaign and we think it's going to be fantastic. Thank you very much.
Okay, so creative number 2, campaign number 2 is Emily and Debbie.
Okay, we want you to think of your favourite song.
Remember the first time you heard it?
Where were you?
And who were you with?
What did you feel?
Think about your story.
And then think about the story of the person who wrote this.
This is the emotional response we're tapping into with our campaign, the story behind your soundtrack.
Songbook is uncut, unplugged and full of revelations, as is all...
Been the only thing that's right. I can barely look at you, and every single time I do, I know we'll make it anywhere away from here.
Okay, so that was our viral, which is part of our campaign. As I said, Songbook, it's uncut, it's unplugged, and it's full of revelations. So we begin our campaign with our viral.
Right, we'll go for it again.
I sing one last time for you, then we really have to go. You've been the only thing that's right in all I've done, and I can barely look at you. And every single time I do, I know we'll make it anywhere away from here.
So that viral is meant to be showing somebody and their remembrance of a song. There's going to be lots of different types of virals with different people, boys, girls, old and young. They're going to start off from 5 seconds and then over the course of this campaign extend to a long 3-minute one that will be showed at the end of the 4 weeks.
Week 2 is mainly online. We're wanting to do lots of different things. We'll be targeting established sort of fan bases, launching our widget, which is called My Songbook. We'll be doing Spotify ads and our Billboard campaign, which is using emotive lyrics, which change weekly.
Okay.
In week 3, we're going to extend to radio, mail out, phone jacking. That's where I've got the phone jacking slide. Yay! So there we go. Publicity stunt, which is going to be the presenter, Will Hodgkinson, telling his story in Speaker's Corner.
Week 4 will be targeting committed music lovers by doing something in a sort of Observer Music Monthly, so maybe handing out sort of My Songbook. And we'll be targeting sort of one-stop users using full-length virals, which we'll be showing in art house cinemas, and we'll also be doing them sort of time-released on Sky One, like the BBC Perfect Day campaign.
Follow-up campaigns will mainly exist online, so it downloads, podcasts, exclusive online content, but also billboards and posters continuing.
So we want you to think back to that song, think back to that moment, and find out the story behind your soundtrack.
Well done.